Hello and welcome to Crunch Time. My name is Jack Bogdan.
My name is Alex Grinling.
And you are snowed in and heavily grained today. And
man.
And this is news for the week of December 12th, 2010. First story.
Good, I'm glad you got that right.
Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception confirms.
And so you're such a Drake fanboy. You're all pumped about this, aren't you?
Can you say that you're not pumped about this?
I am excited. I don't think this trailer is that great, honestly. Nothing interesting happens in it.
I agree with you. The trailer's kind of lackluster.
The setting seems like it could be pretty cool. Like you were talking about the real-time sand deformation.
Yeah.
And that seems pretty awesome.
Like right here. This is insane. This is real time, and that is the coolest deformation in the ground that I've seen in a really long time.
Yeah. So
and that sand waves and everything looks intensely good.
Yeah.
Still can't ever get hair that quite right though in games.
But this, I do like this part.
Yeah.
Oh mine! Oh.
Yeah, don't take my gun, Betsy. No.
I'm interested to see where they go because Uncharted 2 was an awesome step up from Uncharted 1.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Uncharted 1 was a good action-adventure game, and Uncharted 2 was a holy shit, this is awesome.
Yeah. Uncharted 1 was a great setup for the characters. Uncharted 2 was the characters running wild and having a blast.
Yeah.
Next up, this could be my favorite story of the week. Elder Scrolls V Skyrim coming 2011. Alex,
dun, dun, dun.
I am definitely between us. Between us, I'm the biggest Elder Scrolls fan by a billion.
Yeah, I got to the second gate in Elder Scrolls, and I guess I had leveled up a lot before I'd gotten there, and the monsters were just impossible to beat, and I was like, ugh.
Morrowind and Oblivion are two of my favorite games ever. I've put more hours into Oblivion than any other game ever, like hundreds. I own it on multiple platforms. I own it for platforms I can't play it on. That's the level of I love this game that I have.
You're gonna have a tough time come holiday 2011 because if this and Mass Effect 3 hold true to their release dates, then both of those are going to be coming out.
And Uncharted 3.
And Uncharted 3.
Game of the year next year is going to be impossible for me to choose. Unless somebody really screws it up. But oh my god. I mean, when Skyrim comes out, we might have a month break on shows so that I can just play Skyrim uninterrupted.
Crunch Time will take a distant backseat to Skyrim.
Yeah, 11-11-11, and I like that transition.
I want to see what they did there.
You see what they did there?
With the 11s.
Yeah, pretty neat, right?
Yeah.
Next up, this is actually, you put this in here, it's actually kind of neat. Assassin's Creed survey raises eyebrows about the series features, so co-op hinted at?
Yeah, so they're talking about offline co-op, online co-op, more multiplayer modes. They're asking, whether... people would like to see Ezio's Tale continue outside of Italy, or whether they would like to see new time periods introduced into the series. And this seems to be part of a plan on Ubisoft's part, and that they have said that they are trying to figure out the next 10 years for Assassin's Creed.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess this is part of that, engaging what people want to see in their Assassin's Creed games.
So let me gauge your interest. I'm not sure if I want to go into the future. I'm cool with going into the future to play as Desmond temporarily, but I have so much fun exploring history and these great locations and real people and real events. Like Assassin's Creed 2 got me to watch an entire series of documentaries on Netflix about the bourgeois and
the Medicis,
and so the Borgia and Medicis. What else? I mean, I basically watched for hours. I watched these real documentaries about the real events because I was so excited. And I'm a history person anyway, but I mean, Assassin's Creed just fills that niche for me. It's so cool to see them bring these characters interacting with, it's a fake, it's all fake, but it's very interesting. Like Da Vinci It's very cool to me.
They very convincingly incorporate real life historical occurrences into this fiction, and where some games try to do that, with some success, but this game, it's just like, oh, there was an apple in this painting. Well, that's kind of cool,
Yeah.
And they weave it so well, and so I would be interested to see how they did that in other periods. I hope they don't continue Ezio's tale, because his tale was wrapped at the end of Assassin's Creed 2. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what you say, Jack. I feel like his story was done. And his point was to... Oh man, people haven't... you know what? If you haven't played it by this point...
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Okay, well, his I feel like his purpose was served. And Brotherhood is, from what everyone is saying, a really well done cash-in. But I would like to see them explore other time periods, and I feel like Assassin's Creed 3 has to take place with Desmond. That's what they were leading up to in Assassin's Creed 2.
I want Assassin's Creed 3 to take place with Desmond, but I also want them maybe Africa. I mean, Uncharted's going to the desert, but I'm totally open with them going to Egypt and exploring that, biblical times. I'm ready for
I would like to see some more modern, World War II has been done to death in first-person shooters, but I think in Assassin's Creed world,
that would be interesting.
Be a pretty cool time. World War I, when there's big conflicts, what role do the Assassins and the Templars have in these massive world conflicts?
I like the way you think, Alex.
Yeah, buddy.
I like the way you think. Next up, James Bond sneaking in from Raven. So the rumor is that Raven Software in Wisconsin are working on a stealth action James Bond game.
And this is hot off the heels of Bloodstone just recently being released, and it's okay.
You're seeing footage from Bloodstone now, by the way.
Yeah, this is Bloodstone's footage, but apparently this next one will have more of an emphasis on stealth if these rumors hold to be true.
So Sam Bond, James Fisher.
Sam Bond, solid Bond.
Solid Sam Bond.
And I think a stealth action game seems more what Bond would be about. Although this game had driving sequences, which are pretty important to Bond.
Is Bond really part of Bond is about sneaking around. Part of Bond.
Yeah, that's true.
The majority of Bond is, I'm James Bond, I have an awesome gun, and I can drive really nice cars.
Well, I think stealth sequences would be cool to introduce all the gadgets. And,
true. Ooh, true.
Those things. And so that might be a good, avenue? I don't know, whatever,
and
to introduce that.
Bond 23 is back on, as we reported on last week on Warp Zone. So maybe this is a tie-in to the movie. So maybe there's some I mean, I like the trend now. Hopefully, Bizarre started a trend of creating new Bond fiction.
Yeah.
And kind of playing it off like its own virtual movie.
The films.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's something that games have been trying to do for a while. I mean, the new Tron game does not tie in with the movie. It takes place shortly after the original Tron.
Right.
Those horrible Enter the Matrix games, kind of tried to expand on some of the fiction of other characters. I really like when games don't just retell the movie.
Yeah. Because
movies are not made to be games. Movies are made to be movies. So, done.
Yeah, done.
Rant done.
Rant done. Story done. Next story, Lara Croft gets real. So this is actually the Game Informer cover. This is what the new Lara Croft looks like.
Yeah, so I have gotten this magazine, but I've not gotten the chance to read through it yet. The screenshots look gorgeous.
Yeah.
This game looks nice.
And just for reference, I'll put on some footage from previous Lara Croft outing. But yeah, she's a real person now. She's no longer Chesty McAss face.
Yeah, she's not like a collection of sexually repressed programmers' dreams.
Yeah, exactly. It's
I like that. She looks like a normal person.
Yeah.
Still well endowed in true video game fashion, but
And this is,
yeah,
again, this is not footage from the new game.
Right,
This is,
right.
Underworld.
So the new game seems like it's going to focus a lot on how Lara Croft got to be such a badass. And it seems like it's going to be an open world game.
Yeah.
And I don't want to talk about it too much. If you want to know about it, go read Game Informer.
Absolutely.
Because they have the scoop, and it is theirs. So
Yep. But
we are letting you know that it exists.
we're
and that
spreading the
there.
word, as we
Yes.
shall.
Yes.
Absolutely. But that is the end of news for the week of December 12th, 2010. My name is Jack Bogdan.
My name is Alex Grinley.
And if you want to get more information on the show, you can do so at crunchtimeshow.com. Your face went like... I hope that your internet connection gets better as the snow starts to rise and everybody gets out of the house so that everybody's not using our bandwidth.
I don't think snow rises. I think it's kind of a one-way street. I think it goes down.
It goes down, then it evaporates.
Then I have to go shovel it.
Well, you shovel it. It rises as you
shovel myself.
We'll deal with it later. So I already said all the information. We'll talk to you soon.